This 1977 mobile home sat abandoned for years, 4 or 5 of them to be exact. And over the last 6 months, we've been rebuilding it piece by piece so that Betty and her twin girls can finally have a place to call home. So last week was a huge milestone. We finally passed both the setup and final inspection and received a certificate of occupancy for the home, which means we no longer need this. That means this old trailer is now officially approved to live in. But even with that behind us and that huge win in place, there's still a lot to do ahead of us. Betty needs to move in by May 1st, so now our focus shifts from major setup and structural work into interior finishing, such as flooring, finishing all the plumbing, completing the bathroom, including the ceiling, the tile, the countertop, and hooking up the sink, clearing out our stuff and installing carpet in each of the bedrooms, finishing a feature all the way along this long wall, and of course completing the kitchen, as well as a bunch of small trim and other things we still need to get done, trimming out the windows, finishing those, and a bunch of things. So we're gonna start this week with Betty learning to install her vinyl plank flooring, and then we're gonna move into the beadboard that goes and runs down the hall with the floor trim that goes along that, and just move through the next things, potentially plumbing and starting some of the bathroom as well. It's hot as all get out. Let's go ahead and get started. Stop. This is not a clean with me video. Do you know have you watched clean with me videos?
No.
Oh, they make those. So you want to learn how to do flooring, huh?
Yeah.
So you gotta do the hard parts first.
Clean up and you gotta get screws down out of the way.
Yep.
Are these the circles?
Yep.
Okay, I have got Traffic Master rigid core vinyl plank flooring in the High Creek color. It was a pretty good deal. What did I pay for all of it?
$1.29 a square foot.
$1.29 a square foot. And so this is gonna go in the living room, the kitchen area, down into the hallway, and where the washer and dryer, I guess my laundry room is. So Simon's gonna show me how to do it. I've yet to ever lay flooring down, so I'm excited to learn.
That was a clearance price.
Yeah, this was a clearance price on it, so. I like the colors. I think we can lay it out in a way that looks really nice. I'm pretty sure I'll be pretty darn happy with it. I wanted to go with gray, but I didn't want it to be the exact same gray as my brother's. I wanted it to be a little different.
Okay, so this is Betty's first time. And since we don't have cabinets yet, we've simulated the front of the cabinets down here with some 1x. And so we're going to pretend she's starting with the cabinets, so we're going to work our way towards you guys. And this is her first time, so I'm going to show her the basics and just let her have at it. Just kidding. She's nervous, but I know all of you, just like me, know that vinyl plank and plank flooring is the easiest one of all of them to put in. And she's scared, but she's supposed to tell herself,
I can fix that.
there you go. Now, I know you've never done this before. Yeah. It's actually so dead easy, you're going to be like, oh, okay.
I know, I probably, just like everything else, hype it up in my head a little too much until I actually get to doing it, so I have confidence that once I get the hang of it, I will be fine.
So, the way I always like to do this, I start my row, boom, 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 go to that side, and then I use the leftover to come back over here and start the fresh row, because I'm greedy and don't want to waste any. Like, that's literally what it is. And it's called the random design. In fact, if you look at the back of the box, there's like 3 or 4 ways to do it, or maybe it's in the paper in the box. Right there. So you can do the perfect design, random design, or H. I prefer the random because that's the least amount of waste. To do this, you need a flooring kit. I happen to have my fair share. In fact, there's more in the room. I just got it from my son-in-law. And to do the cuts, you'll need one of these. Who wants these? This is what we do to cut them. 1 score, 2 score, 3 score.
Snap.
Okay, so now you're at the end.
Oh no! What am I going to do?
It's actually so much easier than you think. Everybody likes to grab a tape measure for this part. I never grab a tape measure for this part. So you want to scoot yourself back a bit. Grab a piece behind you. Now the direction it's supposed to go, flip it.
The one it's supposed to go, flip it.
Put that against the wall and up against this row. So you got tongue to tongue, see? Slide it that way.
But that's all the way against the wall, right?
Yeah, you gotta pretend.
So
Yeah,
now
you
we
gotta
want the
pretend.
spacers?
Yeah, you gotta pretend there's a wall.
Do we want the spacers?
No, because you're gonna have the space when you're done.
The tongue.
So you're gonna pretend there's a wall there, just close. Doesn't have to be dead on, but pretty close. Now, you want to know where your cut goes? Right there. So now you can pull that away enough to go ahead and use the knife
There.
and the.
Square.
The only reason I say pull it away is you don't want to accidentally cut it. Let's put the square back on it the way it was. If you're lefty, do it that way. If you like it the other way, do it that way. If you like it this way, do it this way. It doesn't matter as long as this goes against it. And then this should be even easier to snap because it's more real estate. So you should be able to just pick that up and snap it. Flip that guy around to put him in. Just like you would normal. And it should be really close to a 1/4 inch.
Should we test that theory? Oh my goodness.
Almost dead on, huh?
Almost dead on.
So, kind of hold it in at the angle, slide it towards your piece. That's a hair too much. You want just the most hair, like a hair gap, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that when you bring it together, there you go. Now, push in, push down. Now, you bring this in by tapping that in. It's in. You're already touching, now you gotta flatten it down.
Just a hair there. Just a hair. Wiggle, 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 wiggle down in the face.
I did good. Thanks.
She's just poking along, getting it done. I think she's got the hang of it.
I agree. It's not that hard actually once you get the hang of it and you go through a couple hang-ups and figure out how to fix them.
Easier than you thought?
Yeah.
Like way easier than you thought?
Pretty much, yeah.
Well, I think Betty's putting up her last piece for the night.
Yeah.
It's already dark 30 out. There's where we're at so far. I think she's due back Tuesday to do some more.
Yes, sir. Gonna cut this one up.
And then we'll be covering it with that there ram board in the back.
Yes, sir.
Everybody look at Stephanie.
Like it? My legs and my back hurt.
So your postal box came really full this time. Here you go.
Okay. Hi, everybody. My name's Betty.
Look at them, not here. On the other side.
Is it still enjoying my gift from Lisa? What is it?
Bring that start over, then we'll stop whispering and talking.
What? Battery powered camera? Outdoor camera? 2-year battery life, enhanced motion detection, and person detection. Heck yeah! I didn't expect that. That is awesome. Thank you, Lisa. That is so cool. I will have to look at all the specs on it.
Need Wi-Fi.
Well, so first I gotta get Wi-Fi. That's a little ways away. Thank you, Lisa. Very kind and generous and unexpected surprise. Lyman's gold right here. Okay, let me see. First I gotta get the thing. There it is. Okay. Enjoying my gift from Mary B. I know I've seen that name before. Thank you, Mary. We are got 10 screws. Decking screws. Wood screws, right? Are they technically wood screws? Yeah. Thank you very much. Yep, we need a lot of these. Lyman was just running around with a box that he found with a few in it and screaming, "Look what I found!" He's like a kid on Christmas. What's this one? What's this one? Ooh. Hardware cabinets. Who's in my these are what we're doing. Pull it. Thank you, Mary.
No fingerprints are allowed on it.
Yeah, I'm gonna be rubbing fingerprints off. I don't like fingerprints.
I know you're
I'm
gonna
gonna shine them. I'm gonna shine them every day. Maybe not every day. Girls are gonna be clean. You're gonna keep it neat.
Looks like it matches things.
Matches my lighting.
Oh yeah.
Oh, bam. It's gonna look so good with my gray and blue hats. Thank you. That was very kind, generous of you as well, Mary. Thank you again. Sometimes I don't know what I'd do without some of these. All right. This one.
Neighbors.
Yeah, go more! Yeah! I'm gonna have all the handles.
Now, oddly, you want to know how fast this adds up? Because you need about 28 handles, which is about $75 worth of just handles.
This is amazing. Wow.
Who's it from?
I hadn't found the tag yet. That's why I was gonna look. I was trying not to take stuff out. I think I have to. Let's see. Mary. Mary B again. So they came in 2 different packages.
What's this one?
Is that for my Nala? Oh, that's so kind. What? Oh, unexpected. Nala, it's a doggy bed. For Nala and when Blue comes to visit. Oh, thank you.
It's in your colors.
It is. It's gonna match. It looks soft and furry.
People love dogs.
With it.
Nala is my beautiful rescue doggy. She's a puppy, but she's 9 years old.
Your other child?
She's my chosen child.
Fur baby.
She's my fur baby. I rescued her about, oh man, I want to say like 6 years almost now.
Oh my goodness.
And she was at a dog pound, and I looked at other dogs, and then the dog pound lady told me, would you like to check this little girl out? I think you'd like her. And oh, I fell in love with her. That first night with her. Sweetest girl, well trained, potty trained already, quiet. She was quiet. She's not
She was a
quiet
shy
anymore.
baby.
And she was probably not going to be allowed to stay much longer. So I decided that I was going to take her forever.
Oh, she gonna be.
Oh, it's so perfect. She will love this. Look at that. Oh my gosh. It's perfect. Thank you. It's an unexpected surprise.
Okay, Sam. Nala's getting fatter too.
She is getting better.
Come see it, daughter.
She is getting older. She's
Oh,
not.
she's
She's holding weight in places. That's what happens in middle to upper age.
She's gonna love it.
Oh, I love it. Thank you, Mary.
Thank you.
Unexpected and kind.
It's one thing to rebuild a trailer. It's another thing to watch people help turn it into a home. For Betty, this wasn't just about opening packages. It was a reminder that a lot of people have been rooting for her and the girls. By the second day, Betty was moving much faster and had made it into the living room. The more flooring that went down, the more the whole place changed. What had felt like a construction site for months was finally starting to feel like a real home. How does it feel to pass your final inspection?
Fabulous.
That means you can do what?
Move in.
So you can start moving some stuff
As
in.
soon as I pay my deposit. Yeah.
Very excited. Very excited.
Watching my sister Betty work through this part meant a lot to me. She took this on with real determination, and seeing what she accomplished with her own 2 hands made me proud in a way that's hard to explain. This home has been built with more than just tools and materials. It has been built with sacrifice, long days, encouragement, and a whole lot of love from our family. And when you see moments like this, you realize this renovation project was never just about fixing up an old mobile home. It was about helping Betty build a fresh start. So Betty made it from the kitchen all the way to the living room wall. And now she has to go back to work for the next several days. So I'm going to go ahead and finish. I'll be installing the LVP in the hallway, the utility room, and then we'll get started on the beadboard. In the meantime, to keep the flooring from having any damage, we've covered it with basically a cardboard product we picked up in town. So no giant reveal of this floor. Maybe I'll show the utility room and hallway with a little bit of that beadboard when it's done. But we're gonna save the major reveal for just right before move-in. Okay, before we dive into getting this done really quick from the hallway into the utility room, one of the biggest things that I can share with you today is a tip. So Betty had a problem with this too. You get to these points where you come up on trim, right? And it won't go under. So, door trim with flooring like this, I don't know if you know, you're supposed to actually undercut the trim. The biggest and best tool for that gives you the advantage is an oscillating tool. Knock it out. Now we fit right up against the wall if we needed to go against the wall, even though we gotta have some spacing that's proper, but look at that, we fit right under there, which when it's time to do the trim that comes along here, you don't have to worry about doing some weird things around here or trying to cut this into a weird shape. So this, best tool for this project to get that kind of stuff done. I prefer to do these 1, 2, 3, 4 of them, however many you gotta do, before I start laying the floor down so that when I come through here, it's just smooth and quick. Kind of reached an odd spot in the flooring where the flooring from the bathroom has to meet up with the flooring from the hallway utility room area. So we want our transition to be about as dead center under this door as we can. So we're going to give it a straight line right across the center of where the door would be. And that's where we want these to actually stop. So I'm gonna have to cut this very carefully, cutting all this excess out because at the time we weren't sure what the flooring would be, which allow us to put a transition bar right smack under the door as it closes. Just about the perfect location where the door would stop with the door closed. Everything stops here, vice versa. And to do that, we're going to use the trusty cutter. How would you look at that? With a quick little bing bang boom, cut it out, prep everything up right where we want, got the gap we need. Transition piece can come right up here perfectly. Probably gonna go with like a silver in color version. Let's get back to finishing the floor. Okay, this might be a little tricky to share it, but there we go. Final plank. I think it's a beautiful choice she's made. It's gonna really blend in with her colors and everything. All right, it's time to finally put on the cool feature that Betty's been waiting for. In fact, she's had this stuff prepped for like 6 or 8 weeks or something, ready to get this beadboard up for her coastal cottage decor style. We're going from here, where the corner of the pantry would be, all the way down to the end at her bedroom. And Dad and I have already taken the time to string line it out. We got a nice straight line. And now the fun begins where we get to cut for these holes and hope we hit them right on the money because we have 0 spare pieces. If we mess one up, Dad says he'll buy another.
We'll figure it out.
Oh, apparently we'll figure it out. A little bit of glue.
Oh, don't forget the duct tape.
And duct tape. First piece, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no. So we're going to be using a little bit of liquid nails. And of course the nail gun. But we're not going to get crazy on the liquid nails. It's just going to be just enough, especially along these edges, to keep it from coming out. So if we put it on these, it'll kind of help hold it up a little bit for us. A bit closer, I can say that much. Except you slid away. You slid away. You happy, me happy. Hey, look, I made something for somebody to do. It's not us.
Yeah. Time we get done today, there might be an hour's worth of work for them.
For 5 hours of work, probably. Well, this one should be a lot easier. Cut, install. How does it look down there?
Pretty even.
I meant on here.
On where?
outlets more than anything.
Well,
A little nervous on those.
from my angle, it looks pretty good.
Alright, so we got the beadboard all done. Looking pretty good. It's straight as we could make it. Of course, we're gonna get started on trimming the bottom, the flooring first. And for us, we want just barely 1/8 of an inch of space on the bottom, which this cool little 6-inch ruler is just about perfect. So I can set it under here, drop the very end on it, hit a nail in one side, and then we can come down here, get the other side to match on that height so that it looks proper. We're just gonna go to wherever the stud is. And then we can come back and just get everybody to follow the same spacing below. Alright, there we go. Trim along the bottom. Big difference. Now we need to go ahead and hit what feels like 200 itty bitty nail holes with some caulk, dab it up with some paint and finish it off. And of course, we still need one more piece of flooring trim for back here. Meanwhile, Dad is preparing the plumbing for the water heater and all the other fun stuff. Another busy week, guys. This has been great. We're just pitter-putting along, but now that that final inspection is behind us, the next several weeks are all about interior finishes and getting Betty into the home by May 1st. That means trim work, carpet, finish the bathroom, get the water heater hooked up, final plumbing, and anything else needed to get this place mostly livable. We'll actually be saving the kitchen for last. The hope is to have everything done by May 1st so that Betty and the girls can use the bedrooms, the main living room area, the bathroom, and basically a microwave, hot plate, and stuff like that while we wrap up the kitchen at the end. The priority right now is getting them into a safe, functional home as soon as possible. This week was a major turning point in this mobile home renovation. Betty started installing flooring in her own home, and for the first time, her choices and her work started showing up in a real way inside this place. There's still a lot left to do by May 1st. That's 3 weeks, but now the inside is finally starting to feel like the home she and the girls will soon move into. As we keep moving into the design and interior finish side of this mobile home remodel, we'd love to hear from you. In a future video, what would you like to hear Betty talk about more? Her design choices, what this experience has felt like, what she's excited or nervous about, what surprised her, or anything else you're curious about. Let us know down in the comments below, and we may use some of your ideas in an upcoming video. It's been yet another successful, busy week getting her done. What we need from all of you guys, like Betty did this week, is to remember to tell yourself, I can fix that.